Desiree Mobay, the director of the Brooks Academy, and Mark Coleman, who is the head of the farmers market, and he is also a farmer. And so, as usual, we like to start with the young lady.
Well, thank you very much, Paul. So we are once again, the Harwich Historical Society is sponsoring the Harwich Farmers Market with the Harwich Agricultural Commission. Really thrilled again to have it on the grounds of the museum, and it's opening up on Thursday, June 11th.
Wonderful.
Yes, we got rid of all that snow, and they've been growing and growing those wonderful vegetables and fruits. So looking forward to it. Opening day, again, next week from 3 to 6 p.m., and it will continue for the next 18 weeks on the grounds into October, where you can shop for the best, choicest fruits and vegetables, along with breads and scones.
Other kinds of things.
Lots of
I know.
things.
The fruits and vegetables seem to be sometimes the secondary thing when you get to the market. They have so much.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, Mark, do you want to tell us a little bit about the market, who's going to be there, and what kind of veggies you're going to have to offer?
Sure. Sure. We've got many of the same vendors we had last year. The list is Seawind Meadows Farm. They're a meat producer right in Dennis. Tuckaway Farm, which is mine, which is produce. The Garden Club will be there for some visits, for some support throughout the community. They're great people to be around. A lot of good advice there too. Great Cape Baking, Commodore Inn. They've got scones that are wonderful. Time After Time, which are, she does a lot of herbal, what's the word?
Bath products.
Yes,
And
thank
yes.
you. Things of that nature.
Yeah.
Not Enough Acres Farm, which is produce. Eldridge Farm, another local farm for produce. And Wild Tree Organic Foods, which is a nice array of prepared foods. Monopatty Farm, they do olive oil and specialty goods of that nature, which is pretty unique. Hemian Farm, also right here in town. Soul Jam, nice array of jams and jellies and so forth. We've got a new vendor this year. I hope I say it right. Sabate Flowers.
Yeah.
Is that pronounced right?
I think so. Yeah.
They're in West
looking forward to
Barnstable,
that. Yeah.
and they were nice enough to join us at the Meet Your Farmer event earlier this year, back in March, and they put on a really nice display. They were received very, very well, and so we're looking forward to having them there.
Wyndham Farms, I believe.
Yes,
Yes.
they've got a really unique brine
Yeah.
that they produce, which is a nice amenity to the meats and so forth that'll be there. So that'll be available as well. We've got an exposition this year from Solar City as well. So there'll be a lot of information. There's a lot of the buzz lately is about solar energy and wind energy, and so we had an opportunity to get them to come aboard to display some information and so forth. There's a lot of questions that can be answered. A great place to meet these people.
Yeah.
You know, so there's going to be some other things they're going to crop up as time goes by. Some of the other vendors haven't 100% committed yet. There's a little bit of uncertainty at this point. A lot of people never really know what they're going to have right down to the wire. You know, you map out what you're going to do, what you're going to grow, and how you're going to do things. And the simple truth is Mother Nature delegates what you're going to do and how good it's going to be. You know, fortunately this year we've got a tremendous crop of strawberries facing us, and I'm looking forward to that. Right now they look like they're going to be by the wheelbarrow load, but
Wow.
we'll see.
Now, what kind of vegetables will be in this group? Do you have any idea?
Early on, it's going to be your basic greens, some leeks, onions, things of that nature. The selection for the first couple weeks isn't too big. The growing season hasn't progressed that much.
I see.
You know, you've got your basic root crops, beets, carrots, and so forth. You're not going to get into the corn and tomatoes to well into July.
Okay.
But second, third week of June, that's when the strawberry season kicks in. So there'll be a lot of that, and go along with the seasonal fruit, whether it's strawberries, peaches, apples. There's always the jams and so forth that are offshoots of that, as well as blueberries and so forth.
The blueberries, yeah, they're good.
They'll be coming out, you know,
You know, so a lot of
Sometime
us
in
don't
July.
understand when these things mature.
Well, it's all seasonal. I mean, there's a wave. If you look at the calendar, you can see how it progresses. It's pretty interesting. So there's always something pending.
Yes.
But it'll start with the strawberries, and it actually starts with rhubarb if you like rhubarb. That's not a personal favorite of mine,
No, mine neither.
but a lot of people really enjoy it. And there'll be some of that there, by the
Especially
way.
with strawberries, they like it mixed.
That's what they tell me.
Yes.
I'm not sold on that one. To me, the strawberry is that's as
king.
good as it
Yeah.
gets.
It's
So
as
don't.
good. That's the best there is.
If it's that good, don't fool with it. So
Very good.
that'll continue on, and I mean the blueberries will be around here, another month or so, and then before you know it, it'll be into plums, peaches,
And apples.
summer apples.
Yeah, summer apples. I never heard of summer
Well,
apples.
summer apples will start to come out in August. Hemian Farm in particular, they've got an orchard right here in town,
Yes.
and Brent does a nice job with the apples down there, so there'll be an onslaught of them coming. Last year he had a banner crop.
Really?
Yep. And some of the other orchards in southeastern Mass also did very, very well with their apples. Last year was a good year for peaches also.
That's good.
So
Yeah, peaches. It seems hard when you go to the grocery store to get a soft peach. They all seem to be frozen solid.
well, they're always very, very hard because the truth is when you pick a peach, if you pick a peach ripe, you better eat it right then and there. You
Yeah.
always have to pick it prematurely to let it have enough time to be ready so you have a little bit of shelf life.
Oh, okay.
And then, of course, the season always wraps up with the cranberries.
Yes,
That's right.
Lots to choose from in Harwich.
Yep.
that's right. And, cranberries that travel and cranberries that you can eat right away.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. A lot of it goes to fresh fruit, juices, and the
Yeah.
cran raisins are the latest rave. That's a huge producer, and a lot of the berries that are grown. In fact, Thatcher Cranberries right here in town, they're an ocean spray grower, and a
okay.
lot of their fresh fruit will go right into cran raisins as well.
I think something that's really special about the Harwich market, though, because there are a lot of markets, is that really we really try to encourage local growers
Yeah.
and so local products that
Absolutely.
are grown right here. You can't get any fresher, than
That's right, just put it in the wheelbarrow and
the
bring it down
vegetables
down.
and fruits
Pretty
that
much.
come to the Harwich market, and it's a treat, really.
Yeah.
Well, one of the
Yeah.
unique things about our market, some of the other markets throughout Barnstable County have growers come in from not necessarily just the immediate area, but they're spread out further into southeastern Massachusetts.
Okay.
And these are all good quality growers. They're local farmers just like everybody else. But in particular, the growers that are at the Harwich market, they're local. There isn't anybody that's on the other side of the canal. It's all related to everything directly here in Barnstable County.
Now, did you read that book? They had a little exhibit a month ago or so about vegetables, the vegetable gardens.
No, I missed that.
Oh, okay. Well, there was a big thing in town about growing vegetables. And
Oh, with the library, the
Yes,
seed
the
project.
library,
Yes,
seed project.
Nope.
yes,
Yep,
yeah.
I was aware of it,
Yep.
but no, I did miss
Yeah.
that.
yeah, and so they had a little introduction into gardening, so to speak. And the lady did, I think, a pretty nice job of getting her garden to grow.
Oh, I'm sure.
But she had what I would call a lot of the fringe vegetables. I can't think of some of the names because I don't like them. But she had quite a few of those. I can't think of a name.
Well, this market, you can really shop for your dinner.
Yeah.
You can get, everything that you need to make dinner that night, from the meat to the vegetables to desserts.
Oh,
And that's another great opportunity. But of course, we also have entertainment. Once
Oh.
again, yes, we have music and live music entertainment. And on the first week, we're really lucky to have students from the jazz band at Pope John Paul High School come again. So it's a great chance to get out and see them and support, the students who are, coming out for the market. And then on markets after the 21st, the museum exhibits will be open, and along with the Kroll Barn Workshop. So we're really excited to have those offerings, as well.
Now, that's the building next to the,
That's right.
and that's the Coleman?
The Kroll Barn Workshop.
Kroll Barn
Yes.
Workshop.
Yeah.
What kind of things are they going to have?
Well, that, of course, shows the story of Elmer Kroll, the bird carver, and his son Cleon, and their work over many, many years. He's a pretty well-known bird carver, and his shop was originally in East Harwich, where his property was, and of course now it's been reconstructed by the town, and it will be finished this summer, and we're going to have the shop open very soon, so people can see where he worked and where he carved all those fantastic birds.
And will people be able to order something? Buy
No,
something?
no. We wish.
You wish?
No,
Yeah.
that's just more of a museum exhibit.
More of a
Yep,
exhibit?
and along, of course, with our wonderful exhibits at the museum, which this year we focus on the Gilded Age. Very fancy in the big cities, but it was also, it was a very interesting time in Harwich. A lot of challenges and changes as the towns changed from maritime to cranberry and tourism. So big, sweeping changes in the town and elsewhere, of course, on the Cape. Also, we're looking at World War II on the 70th anniversary of the end of the war, and have interviewed some people who are here and who served in the war during that time. So those are some of our new offerings at
Well,
the
that would
museum.
be very interesting.
Yes, yes.
It'll be quite enjoyable to see
Yes, it
the
will.
building when it's
Yes,
when
it
it's
will.
completed.
We're very
Carpenter's
excited.
really done a great job.
Yes.
It looks like it's completed now as you
Yes.
walk by it.
Yeah, it's pretty close, I think.
Yeah, it really is.
The detail in the restoration really is pretty extensive.
It is.
They've done a good job.
It has, and we sort of look at it, and I love it when he describes it really kind of as a decoy, because it does. They had decoy signs, decoy images everywhere promoting their shop, and he's done a wonderful job. It's
That's
like
wonderful.
it's like an art project.
Well, we have the whole museum, and we have the farmers market,
Yes,
and we have other exhibits at the
that's
museum.
right.
And so we have plenty to do this spring,
Yes.
summer, at the market. But be sure you get to the farmers market.
Yes,
Don't be in a rush for some of the veggies you may want, but keep going because they'll show up. And in the meantime, you can get your food and you can get something to drink, or you can have a scone. I know somebody loves scones from this area very well.
absolutely.
And so you got plenty to choose from. So don't be bashful. Stop in and say hello to Mark, and go in and see Desiree at the museum, and have a wonderful time.
And if I might, at the very end of this, just give a thanks to some of the market sponsors. And of course, that's Cape and Islands